Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this last Saturday in March. Hard to believe, and we have got John Gordon, a Senior Communications Specialist for Ducks Unlimited, in as our co-host, and this other guy on the line would normally be in here as a co-host, but we've kind of hooked him up on the phone as he is over at the Bassmaster Classic in Knoxville, which is one of his favorite places to be, and that's Bill Cooksey of the National Wildlife Federation and Vanishing Paradise. And we were talking to Bill and John in the first segment when we also had Ron Wong is over there, but a little bit of conservation. So let's talk to these two guys. And Bill, tell our listeners out there a little bit about the National Wildlife Federation. What exactly is Vanishing Paradise? Because I've had folks ask me.
I'll do my best because it's hard to drill it down in a few words. But
well, I give you
National Wildlife Federation is a huge organization in 52 states and provinces around the country. And an affiliate is like the Tennessee Wildlife Federation.
Okay.
We're the national organization. They are the state organization, and we work together wherever and whenever possible to support each other. Because no one knows Tennessee like Tennessee Wildlife Federation, and so we help them within the state, and then they'll help us nationally at times.
Okay, and then of course under that umbrella is Vanishing Paradise, which is what you work for. So talk about that.
Yeah, I actually have two job titles now, Senior Sportsman Outreach Coordinator for Vanishing Paradise, and I'm the Director of Conservation Partnerships for Tennessee. The second is just working with Tennessee Wildlife Federation.
Okay.
First, Vanishing Paradise is a sportsman outreach wing of the National Wildlife Federation. It started right after Katrina, and at that time was Louisiana only. We've now grown to the point we're on the Everglades campaign, we're on the Gulf campaign, we're on the Mississippi River Delta campaign, which is Louisiana, and now a new campaign, which is the entire Mississippi River. And I'm excited about that one because it lets me work more in Tennessee and Arkansas. Those are two of the states we're going to really be working for sportsmen in those states.
And then and then at the Classic, what are your what will you be doing at the Classic? I know you're part of that 350-something media, but at the same time, you're going to be trying to meet constituents, people that need to know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, I mean, we work so much with media folks and manufacturers from the outdoor industry all the way around. Even like back home, Avery Outdoors and Bandit and Bordeaux when he's still there, and now DU. We work a lot with DU. So all these various folks that we work with, and obviously we're always looking to grow that network and the opportunity to come in here and be around, the Strike Kings, the GSMs, and all of these manufacturers and the boat builders, and then all the media folks is priceless to me, both for shoring up old relationships, seeing old friends, and then growing some new relationships.
Well, speaking of old friends, I mean, both these guys, folks you may not know, but they both had prior lifetimes at Avery, and it's just a coincidence that it comes up on this Saturday morning here on AM 790, and you good folks in Brownsville, 1520 AM, 95.3 FM, and in News Talk Jackson, 101.5, which Cooksey is very familiar with. But, John, that's the way it began, and you've been now with DU for how long now?
It'll be 5 years in October.
Wow.
Time is flying. I was at Avery for 11.
And, Bill, you were at Avery for how long? I mean,
I think all told it was 13 years.
Yeah. We got to be a part of Avery when Avery was on top of the waterfowl world.
It was.
On the mountain.
It was.
It was very cool to be a part of that.
It was locally owned and everything.
Yeah, right.
It was.
And you guys worked right out of here in Memphis. But, John, from your perspective, events like the Classic and things like that, to get the DU message out, because we're talking conservation, and I know we can talk DU TV and things along that line. Give me an update on that.
Man, I've got I got 2/3 of the schedule done for next fall.
Already,
new shows are going to be coming out in July. We're doing some some of the segments for the show, getting those recorded for this coming season, getting those wrapped up, and then like I said, we just roll right back into it. We'll be in Texas in September, then Saskatchewan and Prince Edward Island, Minnesota. It just rolls on, keeps on going.
Well, you hope it does, right?
Yeah, and in DU Nation, for everybody who's now a fan of the DU Nation series on YouTube, we're going to continue with that year round. I've got filmings coming up all over the place for DU Nation as well, so that's going to be a year round series versus just in the fall and winter. So folks be looking for that. We're going to have some pretty exciting stuff there.
Well, and they can go. Where can they go, Bill, to find out more about the National Wildlife Federation? Where do they go for that information?
Well, for NWF, you go to nwf.org, or for Vanishing Paradise, it's vanishingparadise.org.
Okay, and John, you can go to ducks.org.
Ducks.org.
That's it.
That's it. And then, of course, like I said, the DU YouTube channel, we've got DU Nation on there, DU Films, DU Conserve, a lot of really good content that we've produced in the last 4 or 5 years on there as well.
You know what? One of my favorite things to get in the mail is the DU magazine.
The DU magazine, yeah.
Because it's a lost art, to be truthful. And Bill will agree with this. It's phenomenal what's in it as far as story wise, and it's just it's from start to back. I even look at the ads. Is that bad? I don't know.
That quality doesn't exist anymore, hardly.
No, it doesn't.
No. And
as a matter of fact, my dog Buster and I did a little photo shoot for the magazine today. So
you did? Okay.
I think we'll be in the May-June issue.
Okay. Well, I just it's one of those slick things that comes in, and the cover is, and I guess every time I get it, you know who I think of when I get my DU magazine? Wade Bourne.
Wade Bourne. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I can't help but think of that, and I've told that to Becky, and it's good to see Hampton.
Yeah, Hampton is now contributing.
He's now contributing.
Yep.
The late great Wade Bourne, and I always look back. I was the first. I'm not tooting my horn, but I was the very first DU Outdoor Communicator of the year. I got it in New Orleans. Yeah, I've got the plaque. It was the first thing I ever got. A real nice plaque, and I guess they still do it. I don't know.
They do.
But I'm down there. They got my name right too. They spelled it right.
You're in pretty good company there, Larry. There've been a lot of big names in the outdoor media space have received that award.
It was at New Orleans too, and I got to go down there and everything. But well, Bill, we're going to let you go. You got things going on up there. And, appreciate you, buddy, and be safe travels. And please watch out for our man Ron. Okay,
I'll take care of Ron. Don't you worry. I appreciate it. I tell you what, guys, the hills up here are steep.
Oh, the hills are steep. Okay, well, you're not out jogging, I know. So okay, all right. We'll talk to you, Bill. All right, buddy.
All right.
Thanks. All right, Bill Cooksey. And but the Classic was one of those events that I was privileged to go to when I first became outdoor editor of the paper. Of course, Henry Reynolds before me, and I still, if you go back and read, the first Classic was they got in that airplane, and they all took off, and Ray Scott didn't tell them where they were going until they were in the plane. And now, look at the Classic now, Ray Scott.
Oh,
and
man.
I mean, with bidding, they've already got the bids out for, and things like that. And I can compare this, and I relate to you on this, on the duck event now. It's at the Texas Speedway, right, in May, and it coming up.
That's correct. It's coming up fast.
And how we used to have it here.
It's here right here at headquarters.
And
at the
in the middle of the summer, and how hot it was.
Yeah, it was hot.
But
I went to the first two, 94, 95.
Yeah, well, I was there when
you were there.
I was there when they
used to have the big Avery Crawfish Bowl.
Yes. And I was also there when they bought the shovel out with Billy Donovan and all those guys, and
that's right,
and turned the dirt over out there. But I missed that festival. It was 3 days of everywhere.
And it was big time deal here.
Yes, and I'm sure it is there
in Texas as well.
The layout is a lot easier.
It's
it doesn't have the feel to me.
Right? Doesn't I don't know.
You're out. You're on a. You're in a.
It's in a big giant.
It is. It's not the same.
Right?
We had all the villages and
right.
things
I mean,
like
it was
that.
just a more intimate deal over here at the headquarters and the Agri Center. It was a great event.
Yeah. Well, speaking of great events, so I appreciate all you folks out there. My gallbladder surgery worked out good. Appreciate Ron sitting in for me last week. Still a little sore. I go to see my surgeon on Monday and doing that. But I did think of you, John, a couple of times while I'm laying there saying, Lord, thank you for just having laparoscopic surgery. Because how long ago was that event?
Oh man, I had just started working for DU.
I thought you had,
2018, and I had gone to North Dakota for the first DU TV episode that I was ever involved with on the ground, and
that's when
I just got sick, and my gallbladder tried to kill me, and
it almost did.
It just about did.
I mean, you had emergency surgery, and you don't have 3 little holes punched in you, do you?
No, I have a scar. It's about 6 inches long. Right here.
Yes.
My surgeon told me he'd taken out roughly 300 at that point, and he said mine was definitely in the top 10 of the worst he'd ever seen.
It had to be gangrene. It had to be gangrene. The whole thing.
I was going septic.
Yes.
And he said if I hadn't gotten to them any later, I could have been in real serious trouble.
Well, you have a lot to be thankful for, John Gordon.
I do.
Because after going what I've gone through, you were my inspiration. I knew that I did not want to go.
You don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that. When he put the 2 nerve blocks in my stomach, I said, they didn't do that to John, anything like that. No. So, but anyway, we're now related
gallbladder brothers.
Yes, gallbladder brothers. Linked it to gallbladder. No, not that. All right, let's take a break. We're going to try to go to Mountain Home, Arkansas. Who knows what may happen right now. We're going to try to talk about the sow bug on Outdoors with Larry Ray.